Hi students, now I am explaining Lewis octet rule in chemical bonding. The definition of Lewis octet rule is the tendency of atoms to achieve 8 electrons in their outermost shell is known as Lewis octet rule. Generally, the noble gas elements, they have 8 electrons in their outermost shells. Let us see here, in helium only there are 2 electrons in their outermost shell. The remaining noble gas elements have 8 electrons in their outermost shells. That means there are completely filled electrons in their outermost shells. Here in neon, second shell is the outermost shell. In argon, third shell is the outermost shell. And in krypton, fourth shell is the outermost shell. In xenon, fifth shell is the outermost shell. And in radon, sixth shell is the outermost shell. In these outermost shells, there are completely filled electrons are present. So, they do not participate in any chemical reactions because of their stability and minimum energy. In helium, the outermost electrons are 2. In neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, the outermost electrons are 8 electrons. In each noble gas, the outermost electrons are 8 electrons. The other than noble gas elements, they have unpaired electrons in their outermost shell, so they can participate in any chemical reaction. When they participate in any chemical reaction, they can lose or gain or transfer electrons in order to attain 8 electrons in their outermost shell. I can explain this by taking an example. Sodium atomic number is 11. The electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. The number of core electrons are 10 here. Number of valence electrons are only 1. Here, to attain 8 electrons in the outermost shell, sodium can lose 1 electron. By losing of 1 electron, it can form cations, Na+. So, it has 10 electrons. In outermost shell, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. In outermost shell, it can attain 8 electrons. And in chlorine, 17 electrons are there. Electronic configuration of chlorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. In order to attain 8 electrons in the outermost shell, chlorine can gain 1 electron. So, by gaining of 1 electron, it can form anion. So, it can attain 18 electrons. In the outermost shell, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. In the outermost shell, it can attain 8 electrons. In order to form NaCl, sodium can lose 1 electron and can attain 8 electrons in the outermost shell, and chlorine can gain 1 electron and can attain 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So it can form NaCl, stable form. In this way, sodium and chlorine atoms try to achieve 8 electrons in the outermost shells in chemical combination. So this is known as Lewis octet rule. Thank you.